Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. GH spoilers, Michael Corinthos recast. 4 shocking words he says upon his return. General Hospital, GH. Spoilers indicate that the Michael Corinthos recast should appear on canvas shortly. While a door was left open for Chad Duell to reprise the role, the actor may have opted not to return. A recent social media post from actor Robert Adamson, who played Michael temporarily here and there, seems to hint that the soap is looking to recast the character and Mr. Corinthos' comeback will rock the land of Port Charles. Michael Corinthos' return storyline. General Hospital spoilers imply that Michael will be embroiled in a massive arc upon his return. Any which way fans slice it. He left the little town and headed to a burn clinic in Germany after getting caught in the crossfire of his dad's, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, penthouse explosion. On top of that, he left behind a broken marriage with Willow Tag Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, as well as a one-night stand he was trying to hide with a now very pregnant Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson. Still, will Michael return as the nice and happy-go-lucky guy everyone remembers him to be? Michael also had a bit of a vengeful side, so will that come out? A recast could change the game for GH, altering the dynamics within the little town, especially if Michael comes back with a different attitude. So, how will he feel about Willow's romance with Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, or Sasha's newfound closeness with his other uncle, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton? Michael's 4 shocking words upon his PC return. Michael has missed a ton of time with Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mork-Mako, so he'll want to be with them as much as possible. One thing's for sure, he won't want Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, to raise his children and will steamroll over Willow with his Corinthos and Quartermain money, power, and influence to gain full custody. Still, what about his youngest child? Michael's new no-nonsense attitude could have him throwing all caution to the wind. While he won't necessarily be upset at Sasha or Jason for their charade, as they had the best intentions, he may be ready to reclaim everything that is his. This could lead him to an admittance that would shock everyone in PC with only 4 words. The baby is mine. Will Michael Corinthos return to town with a different attitude? Drop a comment below. Watch the ABC Soap Daily to catch all the drama in Port Charles and visit this site often for the best General Hospital news, updates, and spoilers. Port Charles is no stranger to bombshell returns and jaw-dropping switch-ups, but fans were completely blindsided when news broke that Michael Corinthos, the dutiful son, the father, the man torn between legacy and morality, has been recast. And now, as the new Michael makes his debut on General Hospital, he's arriving with a vengeance, and 4 shocking words that leave everyone gasping. His re-entry is more than just a storyline. It's a declaration of war. Why was Michael recast? What secrets is the new face of the Corinthos family hiding? And what exactly does he say that causes such emotional shockwaves through Willow, Sonny, Carly, and even Jason? Buckle up, GH fans. The new Michael is no longer the boy trying to do the right thing. He's back. He's changed, and his 4 chilling words will flip Port Charles upside down. The recast nobody saw coming. For months, rumors swirled that the character of Michael Corinthos might be heading for a shakeup. Longtime fans were skeptical. Michael has been a consistent fixture on the GH canvas for years. But when a mysterious absence stretched into weeks, and cryptic clues were dropped on screen about Michael being off the grid, fans knew something was brewing. Then came the bombshell announcement. A new actor would be stepping into Michael's shoes. And with that, the speculation exploded. The new Michael is edgier. He's rougher around the edges. And from his very first scene, stepping off a private jet and storming into the Corinthos compound, it's clear. This is not the same man who left Port Charles. I'm taking it all. Those 4 words, I am taking it all, are what Michael says the moment he barges into Sonny's office. Eyes blazing, voice low and cold. It's not a reunion. It's a warning. The room falls into stunned silence. Sonny, never one to be rattled, stares at his son in disbelief. Carly, who had only just been informed of Michael's return, clutches her phone in disbelief as she hears the confrontation unfold. And Willow, who had been waiting for her husband to come home, is blindsided when she learns what he's come home for. Michael isn't just back, he's come to dismantle everything. A man transformed. The Michael who left Port Charles was a conflicted man, torn between his moral compass and the shadows cast by Sonny's mob legacy. He'd walked away from the business. He tried to focus on family, on Willow, on raising Wiley. But something happened during his time away. There are whispers that Michael had ties to someone dangerous in Europe, that he dismantled an entire cartel, that he infiltrated an underground syndicate to rescue a missing informant, and walked away colder, smarter, and unrecognizable. Now he's back with new connections, serious resources, and a vendetta. The Corinthos name, the empire, the legacy? Michael's not fighting it anymore. He's claiming it. Sonny's reaction, fury and fear. Sonny Corinthos has faced countless threats in his lifetime, but none hit as hard, or as personally, as this. You want to take it all. Sonny growls, rising from his leather chair. Then you'd better be ready to fight for it. But it's not just anger in Sonny's eyes. It's fear. Because deep down, Sonny knows that Michael isn't bluffing. The boy who once hated the mob has now become the man ready to run it. More dangerously, he might run it better. Michael has insider knowledge of every weak spot in Sonny's organization, every alias, every ally, every rival family that would side with a new Corinthos leader in a heartbeat. Michael could flip the entire playing field in one move, and Sonny knows it. Willow's devastation. For Willow, Michael's return was supposed to be a joyful homecoming. Instead, she gets a stranger with her husband's face and none of his compassion. In a chilling scene, Willow confronts Michael in their home. "What happened to you?" she asks, tears brimming. "I stopped pretending," he replies. "And you should too." Ouch. Willow begins to realize that the man she fell in love with may be gone forever. This Michael is calculating, distant, and obsessed with legacy. He doesn't ask about Wiley. He doesn't apologize for disappearing. He barely acknowledges her heartbreak. And when she begs him to walk away from his war with Sonny, he simply says, "You don't understand, Willow. This isn't a war. This is a takeover." Carly caught in the middle. No one is more torn than Carly. She's always been Michael's biggest defender, but now she finds herself in the impossible position of choosing between her son and her ex-husband. In a powerful scene, Carly storms into Sonny's office after the confrontation and demands answers. "How did it get this bad?" she shouts. "He's your son, Sonny. And now he's ready to destroy you." But Sonny points the finger right back. "You raised him, Carly. You raised him to hate this life. And now he wants to run it." Carly is forced to confront a horrifying possibility. In trying to protect Michael from the mob, she may have turned him into its next kingpin. Jason's role. Mediator or muscle? Jason Morgan returns to the canvas just as tensions reach a boiling point, and both men want him on their side. Michael meets Jason at the pier and makes his pitch. "I'm not asking for loyalty to blood. I'm asking for loyalty to the future. I can build something better, Jason. Smarter, safer." Jason, ever the quiet enforcer, says nothing. But the wheels are turning. He raised Michael. He loves Sonny. But he also knows when power shifts are inevitable. And this feels like a tectonic one. The secret behind Michael's transformation. As the episodes unfold, we begin to learn more about what happened during Michael's time away. Flashbacks reveal that Michael was recruited by a mysterious figure named Anton, a former ally of Lorenzo Alcazar. Together, they executed a plan to take down rival syndicates under the guise of legitimate enterprise expansion. Michael became Anton's protege, learning how to manipulate, negotiate, and eliminate, all while keeping his hands seemingly clean. By the time Anton was killed in an ambush, Michael had absorbed his empire, and now he's returned home with a taste for power and no intention of hiding it. 4 words, endless fallout. "I'm taking it all." That chilling declaration sets off a ripple effect. Sonny begins to quietly reinforce his ranks, even as he questions whether he's already lost the war. Dante, caught between his badge and his bloodline, may be forced to choose sides. Nina, desperate to keep Sonny close, starts scheming to undermine Michael's credibility. Willow, disillusioned and heartbroken, turns to someone unexpected for support. Chase. And Carly? She's done being quiet. She's ready to confront the monster she helped create. What's next in Port Charles? Michael unveils his new headquarters, a downtown fortress funded by mysterious offshore investors. Jason faces a loyalty test that could cost him dearly. Sonny receives a threatening message. The kingdom is collapsing. Willow receives a legal notice. Michael wants sole custody of Wiley. Final thoughts. Is this the end of the Corinthos dynasty? Michael's return is more than just a recast. It's a total redefinition of the Corinthos legacy. Gone is the conflicted golden boy. In his place stands a man ready to burn everything down to build something better. His 4 chilling words, "I'm taking it all," are not a threat. They're a promise. And if Port Charles thought the mob wars of the past were brutal, they haven't seen anything yet. Because when family becomes enemy, no one walks away unscathed. Stay tuned. The Corinthos crown is up for grabs. And this time, the battle is blood versus blood. Tools. It's been quiet. Too quiet in Port Charles without Michael Corinthos front and center. But the silence is about to shatter. Michael Corinthos, heir to 2 dynasties and emotionally scarred by a lifetime of loss and betrayal, is poised for a dramatic and much-anticipated return to the spotlight. Fans have wondered, where has Michael been emotionally? Is he still the righteous son, or has his moral compass cracked under the weight of his family's sins? Now, as Michael steps back into the heart of Port Charles' power struggles, the whispers of unfinished business, secret alliances, and deep family wounds grow louder. And one question looms over them all. What does Michael want? Act I. A quiet storm returns. Michael Corinthos has been laying low, focusing on his family, the children, and trying to maintain a semblance of peace with Willow. He's been involved peripherally, still running ELQ, still wearing his halo in the public eye. But behind the scenes, a fire has been simmering. The death of Jason Morgan, and now his resurrection, Sonny's increasing distance, the unraveling of Nina's secrets, and the betrayal of family trust. Michael has felt like a bystander in his own story for far too long. That's about to change. In a dramatic scene, Michael walks into the Quartermain mansion late at night, his expression grim, his purpose clear. No more sitting on the sidelines, he mutters to himself, "I'm taking back control." He's not just talking about ELQ. He's talking about everything. Act higher. Business or blood. ELQ is under pressure. There are murmurs of hostile takeovers, internal corruption, and someone close to the family feeding information to Valentine. Michael's cousin, Ned, has tried to keep the ship steady. But now that Michael's back, there's a shift in energy. Michael isn't asking for permission. He's demanding answers. He calls an emergency board meeting, stunning shareholders with his sudden reappearance and hard stance. "I let others make decisions in the name of peace," he says, his voice calm but ice cold. But peace bought with cowardice isn't peace at all. Brooklyn watches from the sidelines, unsure whether to support him or stop him. Ned eyes Michael with both pride and concern. And Drew smells blood in the water, and isn't sure if it's coming from Michael's enemies or from the sharks Michael himself has turned loose. But this isn't just about business. This is personal. Act I. The Sonny factor. While Michael is asserting his dominance in the boardroom, another part of him is deeply wounded. His relationship with Sonny, once the gold standard of father-son loyalty, was fractured by Sonny's return from Nixon Falls and his continued support of Nana. And even though Michael tried to bridge the gap, especially for Willow's sake, there's a part of him that hasn't healed. Now, with Jason's return shaking the Corinthos family to its core, Michael begins to re-examine everything. Why did Sonny keep secrets? Why did Michael feel so alone when everything fell apart? And why, despite everything, does he still want his father's approval? Michael visits Sonny unannounced at the Corinthos compound. The tension is electric. Sonny's reaction is cautious, even weary. "What do you want, Michael?" to understand, and maybe to forgive, but not if you're still hiding the truth. There's a pause. Then Sonny leans back, looking at his son, eyes tired. You think you're ready for the truth, Michael? You better hope you're not. Whatever Sonny means, it's clear. There's more to the story, and Michael's quest for truth may uncover more than he bargained for. Act IV, Jason's Secret and the New Alliance. Michael's reunion with Jason is emotional, raw, and quiet. Jason, always the constant in Michael's chaotic life, offers no apologies for his absence, only a promise to stand by him again. You don't need to explain, Uncle Jason. Michael says quietly, you're back. That's all that matters. But then Jason drops a bombshell. The reason for his disappearance wasn't just survival. It was protection. Someone within the Corinthos inner circle had betrayed him, and Jason had to disappear to keep Michael and others safe. The betrayal? It points to someone in ELQ, possibly even Drew or Nina. Michael is stunned. His two worlds, business and family, have always been dangerous, but now they're actively working against each other. So Michael makes a bold move. In secret, he forms an alliance with Jason and Dex Heller, Sonny's former enforcer. Together, they begin investigating both ELQ and Sonny's organization, but not to destroy them, to take control. Michael is done playing the good son. He's ready to be a leader on his own terms. Act V. Trouble with Willow. But not everyone is thrilled about this new Michael. Willow, who had finally found a moment of peace with her husband, watches with growing concern as Michael turns colder, more calculating. She remembers the man who once swore off revenge, who wanted to protect their children from the shadows that had haunted his own childhood. You told me we wouldn't raise our kids in the middle of a war zone, she says one night as he's poring over documents late into the night. I'm not starting a war, Willow, he replies. I'm making sure we're never caught in one again. But Willow isn't so sure. As Michael begins making moves that inch dangerously close to the morally gray world of sunny Corinthos, she starts to pull back emotionally. The cracks begin to show, and in Port Charles, cracks often lead to collapse. Act VI, Nina's worst nightmare. In the meantime, Nina Reeves Corinthos has been unraveling. Her marriage to Sonny is strained, her relationship with Willow is tenuous, and now Michael, who once nearly had her arrested, is back with a vengeance. When Michael finds out Nina may have leaked information to Valentine, it's game over. Michael confronts her in the Metro court. There are no cameras, but if there had been, it would have gone viral. You destroyed my family once, he growls. You won't get the chance again. Nina, in rare form, doesn't back down. Your family was already broken, Michael. You just didn't want to see it. What no one sees, though, is Carly eavesdropping nearby, quietly horrified, knowing that if Michael gets the full story of what Nina did before Sonny's amnesia ended, there may be no coming back. Act VI, Michael's breaking point. Eventually, Michael gathers enough information from Jason and Dex to make a move, both on the traitor within ELQ and on Sonny's organization. But the cost is steep. Willow issues an ultimatum. Choose vengeance or choose peace. Carly warns him, don't lose yourself trying to fix everything. Jason, even Jason, urges caution. But Michael is too far in. The boy who once sat on Jason's motorcycle in awe has become a man capable of steering his own war. In a powerful boardroom showdown, he exposes the leak at ELQ, revealed to be Valentine and Drew, working together under a new agreement that betrayed the family trust. In a final act of corporate vengeance, Michael removes Drew as co-CEO and orchestrates a vote that sidelines Valentine for good. The Quartermains are stunned, but the victory is hollow. Michael returns home, triumphant but empty, to find Willow gone. Act VII, Redemption or Ruin? The final moments of Michael's return storyline could go in any direction. Will he double down and become a new kind of Corinthos, ruthless, calculating, in control? Or will he realize, too late, that in chasing justice, he lost everything he truly loved? The door is now open for a brand new chapter in Michael's saga. Whether he walks through it as a hero, an anti-hero, or a fallen angel is up to the writers and the fans. Final thoughts. A new Michael emerges. The return of Michael Corinthos isn't just a storyline. It's a metamorphosis. Gone is the quiet, polite, ELQ'd executive. In his place stands a man shaped by betrayal, heartbreak, and legacy. He's a Corinthos, a Quartermain, a Spencer by spirit. And now, finally, he's becoming his own man. Watch Michael Corinthos rise or fall. Weekdays on General Hospital, only on ABC. Tools.